you've managed quite an impressive set of a lot of different performances. You know, we've got Commander Shepard, of course. We've got Bastila. We've got the characters that you've done from the Tales series. We've got Jennifer Mui from Mercenaries 2. I mean, it's an unbelievable list. And then, of course, we can bring in all of your cartoon work, television work. But the thing that's always impressed me is that there's always something different about every single character you play. You know, sometimes it's something really subtle, sometimes it's incredibly drastic. What do you do to achieve this massive range of characterizations?
Thank you. It's
You're welcome.
that's a really it's nice that has communicated or gotten across. Is specificity. It's all about specificity. If you're general in your approach to playing characters and you're playing a commander, frankly, that's uninteresting. I think you're cheating you guys who play the games or the audiences who watch or listen. And I think it's lame. I don't think it's doing your job. I think that you have to be incredibly specific about who this person is, why they say what they say, why they say it, how they say it, and what do they want. And you get into those specifics, and the writing will take care of you. And it's also really fun to stretch and expand. I mean, when I started, God, 15 years ago, 18 years ago with this stuff, I had 3 characters I could play. I could play me at whatever age I was. I could play me like 10 years younger, and I could play a Valley Girl. And that was all I knew how to do. And
I have to ask you, I have to hear your Valley Girl.
oh my God, no, really? You're kidding. Actually, the hilarious thing was, it was based on an old song that I heard, one of the Frank Zappa songs, Valley Girl. That's right, Valley Girl. And in it, his daughter, Moon Zappa, did the Valley Girl. And years later, I ended up in acting class out here in LA with Moon. And
Wow.
it took me a year or two to tell her. I was like, okay, you started my whole career. You're one of the people. I mean, you're the only character I could do, and I copied you. And she just thought that was hilarious. She's just a really nice person. So that was a funny little like circular thing. But the thing that I tell you, the thing that's helped me the most are my peers. I remember when I got my first animation job, it was a cartoon series, and I was scared to death because when you do a series, you're your regular character, but they also hand you an incidental role or 2 or more every week to do. You know, woman on the corner, little boy running from the truck, or whatever it is, mouse, insect, whatever it is. And you better figure out how to do it because you're getting paid and you're in there and you're a professional and it's expected to be good. And man, I jumped into class immediately, a couple different classes taught by a couple of really great animation directors and actors. And then the other thing I did was just sit in those rooms with people like Frank Welker and Dee Baker and, gosh, everybody. And just soaked it up as much as I could, watching and learning how they did it. And that was the greatest thing ever. I mean, I work with, Rob Paulson, Jeff Bennett, some of the most talented people on the planet. It's heaven.
Yeah, I'd really like to ask about the idea of working with others, because I imagine that in a lot of cases, your voice acting turns into kind of a solitary experience once it comes time to record. And one of the biggest games last year was Uncharted 2, which was this really cinematic, highly narrative-driven experience. And what they did is they had all of the actors come in well before everything got off to a full start. Yeah. And they just had them do full theatrical style acting with plenty of improvisation, physical acting, and, they recorded all the motion capture and everything. Yeah. Have you ever had the chance to do something like this? And if you haven't, would you be interested in doing that?
It is one of my favorite things. I did a project for EA that ultimately didn't get off the ground, but it was with a phenomenal crew, Bobby Coddington and a bunch of people over there, and Ray Cobo, everybody, Leilani and Eric and all those guys over there. And we sort of did I guess it's the equivalent of a pilot presentation for a TV show. And we spent a few days up in Vancouver in the suits with the mocap stuff on. And it was one of my favorite jobs I've ever done because you really get to be there. It was just awesome. I actually made a great friendship out of it with a wonderful actress named Kara Pifko. And she and I, we got to butt heads, our characters did in the thing, and she was just, it was so much fun. So yeah, I've had that experience, and I'm regularly volunteering myself for suit duty, as I call it, for getting in the cap suit and jumping in and doing. I would love nothing more. Absolutely love it. Because I also, I rock climb, and I'm really physically active, so I would love to do the stunts. In fact, I got in trouble on that shoot for climbing the scaffolding. Get the scaffolding. I'm like, sorry. Kara and I were together. We got in trouble. But I love that stuff. I absolutely love it. Claudia Black and I were, it was down to us and maybe one or two other people for one of the Drake jobs. I can't remember the name of the game. But it was
was that for Uncharted 2 as
well?
well?
Yes, that was for Uncharted 2, yeah.
So you had tried out for that game?
I did.
Awesome.
Ironically, when I read that character, Claudia is exactly who I thought of, and turns out that's who they cast, which was frankly brilliant. But I was bummed because I do love it. And I adore the director, and I really, Nolan North, who is the lead in that game, is fantastic. We worked together on Wolverine and the X-Men. He's... Yeah. And it was just, I love suit duty. I was bummed not to be able to do that. But Claudia is so phenomenal. I mean, big fat thumbs up to her because she's awesome. But yeah, I love working in the suit. Love it, love it, love it. And I did have the good fortune on Metal Gear 4. We were brought in together. Dave and I worked together a lot. We've known each other a long time, over 10 years. So it was fun working together on that. And Christopher and, a couple of other groups of us got to work together on that in the same room at the same time, which was awesome.
Yeah, I saw another interview that you did, a video interview, where you guys were all in the room together.
Yeah, that was...
Yeah, you guys seem like you have a really great connection, and I think that comes out in Metal Gear Solid 4 as well, that you all just work well together.
Thanks. So Dave and I actually met, I think it was like 96 or something. He was Captain America, and I was the Black Cat in Spider-Man. And we just became buds, and we've been buds ever since. And yeah, he's great guy, super talented. Obviously, but also just a really fun guy. Yeah.
So, what do you think that game developers at this point in voice acting could do to make the experience better for you?
As an actor?
Yeah, just in terms of allowing you to put out the best work that you can possibly put out.
Put me in a suit. Let me be the visual as well. You can change any parts you need to. You can put any face on it you want to, but let me be the body and the face. That would be the only thing I would ask for.
And that really is, at this point, pretty rare still, right?
Yes. Yes. In my experience, it is extremely rare. Yeah.
All right, and now, of course, I have to ask the tough question.
Oh, no.
Is there anything really exciting right now that you're working on that we should know about?
Oh, there's some great stuff that I'm working on, and if I told you, I'd have to kill you.
Darn it. And any very, very subtle hints that definitely couldn't get you in trouble?
No, I actually, no. There's an iron curtain there, and you never ever get behind it. I will not do that to those people. But there's some great stuff.
It's really exciting stuff.
Oh, it's exciting. And it's been an exciting year. I mean, with Mass Effect and Brutal Legend and, everything that's been going on. It's just, God, it's awesome. It's really awesome.
I did not know that you did Ophelia.
Oh, really?
Had no idea until I looked it up.
Fantastic.
And you see, that just goes back to how varied your performances
are. Thank you. Well, there's also, there's a business element to that, too. You want to keep working, you better come up with something different to sell, Yeah. Ultimately, it's a business, and you better have a good business head about it, or you're going down.
Thank you so much again for agreeing to chat with me.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you, and a big thank you to everybody out there who's playing and listening, and I promise to keep doing my absolute best for you.